represents a bold leap into the future of armored warfare, the T-14 Armata. It's not just another tank, it's a statement. A declaration that Russia intends to dominate the battlefield with innovation, automation, and raw power. The T-14 Armata, unveiled to the world in 2015 during the Moscow Victory Day parade, immediately caught global attention. Its futuristic design and advanced features suggested a revolution in tank design, one that could challenge the very foundations of Western armor philosophy. But what exactly makes the T-14 so special? What lies beneath its angular, stealth-inspired armor? And why has it become one of the most talked about tanks in modern warfare? Let's dive into the story of the T-14 Armata, Russia's next-generation main battle tank. The first thing that sets the T-14 apart from nearly every tank in history is its unmanned turret. Yes, you heard that right, the turret is completely automated. Unlike traditional tanks where the crew sits inside the turret, the T-14's three-person crew is safely housed inside an armored capsule in the hull. This capsule is heavily protected, isolated from ammunition and fuel storage, significantly improving crew survivability. In a traditional tank, a penetrating hit in the turret could mean the end of the crew. But in the Armata, even if the turret is destroyed, the crew still has a chance to live. This revolutionary approach to crew safety is perhaps the biggest leap forward in tank design since the Cold War. The crew sits side by side, the commander, gunner, and driver, surrounded by composite and reactive armor. This layout not only improves communication between them but also makes the tank easier to control using its advanced digital systems. Speaking of systems, the T-14 isn't just heavily armored, it's smart. The Armata platform uses an advanced network of sensors, cameras, and radar to provide the crew with a 360-degree view of the battlefield. High-definition thermal imaging, day and night vision, and an advanced battle management computer allow the crew to detect, identify, and engage targets faster than most Western tanks. On top of that, the T-14 features the Afganit active protection system, a game-changer in modern tank defense. Afganit uses radar and optical sensors to detect incoming projectiles, such as anti-tank missiles or shells, and intercepts them before they can strike. Essentially, it's like giving the tank its own personal shield system. Some reports claim it can even counter kinetic penetrators like sabot rounds, though that's still debated. Regardless, it's one of the most advanced protection systems ever fitted to a tank. The T-14's turret is armed with a 125mm smoothbore 2A82-1M gun, capable of firing a wide range of ammunition, from armor-piercing sabot rounds to high-explosive shells and even guided missiles. The gun is fully automatic, fed by a 32-round autoloader, and can engage targets up to 8 kilometers away. Russia has also hinted at developing a future version with a massive 152mm cannon, which would make it the most powerful tank gun in existence. But a great gun means little without mobility to back it up. And that's where the T-14 continues to impress. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower diesel engine, the tank can reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, faster than many Western main battle tanks, despite weighing around 55 tons. The engine is part of a modular design, meaning it can be swapped or repaired in the field, giving the T-14 exceptional operational flexibility. Its suspension system is fully adaptive, allowing it to handle rough terrain with ease while maintaining stability for accurate firing on the move. The tracks are wide, reducing ground pressure, which gives it better maneuverability in mud, snow, and sand, a vital advantage for operations across Russia's diverse geography. From the outside, the T-14's design looks unlike any other Russian tank. Gone are the rounded turrets and low silhouettes of the Soviet era. Instead, the T-14 adopts sharp, angular lines with radar-absorbing materials, designed to reduce its radar cross-section. The result? A tank that's harder to detect and target, a stealth tank, in concept if not entirely in practice. Inside, everything is digital. The crew operates using multiple high-resolution displays that show battlefield data, sensor feeds, and targeting information. It's as if the T-14 was designed to function more like a fighter jet than a tank, part of a larger digital ecosystem of drones, artillery, and command centers. This network-centric warfare approach is what makes the Armata so futuristic. However, with all this advanced technology comes one major challenge: cost. Each T-14 is estimated to cost between $3.5 to $5 million, significantly more than older Russian tanks like the T-72 or T-90. For a country already operating thousands of older tanks, mass-producing the T-14 has proven difficult. Only a limited number have been built so far, and the Russian military continues to rely heavily on upgraded versions of older designs for frontline service. Despite this, the T-14 has already become a symbol of Russian innovation. It represents a tank that's more than just armor and firepower, it's a system of systems, integrating automation, protection, and information warfare. It's a glimpse into what future tank warfare might look like, where machines fight smarter, not just harder. During its development, Western analysts were both impressed and skeptical. Some praised it as a revolutionary step, while others questioned whether Russia could afford or sustain such a complex design in large numbers. Testing and limited field trials have continued for years, but widespread deployment remains slow. Yet, even in small numbers, the T-14's presence sends a message: Russia can still produce cutting-edge military technology capable of matching or even surpassing NATO's best. The T-14 Armata is built on the Armata Universal Combat Platform, meaning its chassis can be adapted for multiple roles, from infantry fighting vehicles and armored personnel carriers to self-propelled artillery and even heavy recovery vehicles. This modularity allows the Russian military to create a family of vehicles sharing the same base design, reducing costs and simplifying logistics. Another feature that's often overlooked is the potential for unmanned operation. Russian engineers have hinted that future versions of the T-14 could be operated remotely or even autonomously, using artificial intelligence to identify and engage targets without direct human input. If realized, that would truly make it a next-generation weapon, one that blurs the line between human and machine warfare. Of course, no machine is perfect. Reports from early testing revealed reliability issues, particularly with the transmission and software systems. Some units experienced breakdowns during parades and field trials. But that's not unusual for a weapon system still in development. As with most new technologies, refinements take time. Even with those challenges, the T-14 remains an engineering marvel. Compared to Western tanks like the American M1A2 Abrams, the German Leopard 2A7, or the British Challenger 3, the Armata stands out for its emphasis on crew protection and automation. While the West focused on upgrading existing designs, Russia took the bold step of starting fresh, and that boldness deserves recognition. So, what does the future hold for the T-14 Armata? It's hard to say. Large-scale production has been delayed multiple times, and geopolitical pressures have made sourcing high-tech components more difficult. But even if only a limited number are built, the T-14 has already influenced global tank development. Other nations are now exploring unmanned turrets, advanced active protection systems, and crew capsules, all concepts pioneered by the Armata. In a way, the T-14 has done exactly what it was meant to do: redefine the battlefield narrative. It's not just a weapon, it's a message to the world that innovation in armored warfare is far from over. Imagine a future battlefield where AI-driven tanks coordinate seamlessly with drones, satellites, and infantry, all connected in real time, all capable of autonomous decision-making. The T-14 Armata is one step toward that reality. It's not perfect, but it's a glimpse into the direction warfare is headed. As it rolls across the parade grounds or through testing fields, the T-14 Armata represents more than metal and machinery, it represents ambition. The ambition to push beyond the limits of traditional design, to protect its crew, to dominate the fight, and to show that even in an age of drones and missiles, the tank remains the king of the battlefield. So, whether you view it as a revolutionary marvel or an overhyped prototype, one thing is certain: the T-14 Armata has changed the conversation. It's a tank that dares to imagine the future, and in doing so, it has already made history.